Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to everyone. Good morning. How are you? I hope you all are doing fine. Welcome back to this week's online class. Today we are going to learn a new topic and a very simple topic. The topic is kinds of sentences. I'm sure you have studied this topic in the previous classes. So then we shall move on to the lesson by looking at it in a different perspective. You are in the 6th or the 7th standard. So let's study the topic kinds of sentences in detail. Let's look at the topic, what are the different types of sentences, how can they be made into negative or positive, and in what other ways can these sentences be interchanged or exchanged. Let's look at it. Okay, let's look at what are the different types of sentences or kinds of sentences. The 4 different kinds of sentences are, there are 4 different kinds of sentences and they are declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Let's look at them one by one. The first one is declarative sentences. Declarative sentences make a statement which can be also called as assertive sentences. It can be affirmative or negative. Affirmative means positive. It can be positive or negative. Look at the example. The first example is, I have never played cricket. The sentence just says a statement. It says that I have never played cricket. So that's a statement. Let us look at the second example. She has a good memory. Again, it just makes a statement saying that she has a good memory. Now these two sentences are, the first sentence is negative and the second sentence is positive. Positive, you can also call it as affirmative. The first one, how is it made negative? By using never. Or not can also be used, but in this sentence we cannot use not, only never is used, so but the sentence is negative. The second sentence has no not, no never, so it is affirmative or it is assertive. The second type of sentence is imperative sentence. Now what is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence that expresses a strong feeling. It gives a command. It gives an order. It can make a request. It can give an advice. It can be giving a direction or instruction. So, what is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence gives a command, request, order, advice, direction, or instruction. Let's look at the examples. The first one is, complete these by tomorrow. So it's a command or it's an order, it can be given by a teacher. Let's say, complete these exercises by tomorrow. Let's look at the second example. Bring me a glass of water. I am requesting. I did not use please bring me, I did not use, but still the sentence, when I don't use bring, please, it can be either an order or it can be a request. But when you are asking for a glass of water, it's your necessity, and I don't think so you will ask as a command or an order, but it will be a request, humble request it will be, even though please is not there. So bring me a glass of water, we can take it as request. So these two examples, one is an order or the second one we can take it as a request. So I hope imperative type of sentences are clear to you. Now the third one. The third one is Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences ask a question. Interrogative sentences ask a question. It's very clear. Now there is no need of further explanation for an interrogative sentence. Let's look at the example. Can Rome be built in one day? It's a question. Second example, where are you going? These are simple sentences with asking questions. So there is no further explanation needed for an interrogative sentence. Let's move on to the fourth one and the last type, that is exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence can express a strong feeling. It can express a strong emotion. Emotion like surprise, joy, which means happiness, pain, anger, or even sympathy, pity, feeling sorry. So these are some of the expressions or emotions or feelings that can be expressed in a sentence, and that can be called, those sentences can be called as exclamatory sentences. Let's look at the examples given. How cold the night is. I am expressing my feeling about my feeling of how I felt that it is cold. How cold the night is. Another example, what a fantastic game. I am so excited about the game and the game was played so well, so I am expressing my excitement, my happiness. So what a fantastic game. So I hope the different types, the 4 different types of sentences are clear, which you have studied in the previous classes, and it's quite simple. Now further we have to learn how to exchange or how to interchange these sentences from one type to the other. Let's conclude the kinds of sentences. Once again, let's take a recap. There are 4 kinds, and they are declarative sentences, imperative sentences, interrogative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Now let us look at positive and negative sentences. I have already told you that a statement can be either positive or negative. Positive is also called as affirmative. Let's see. Declarative or assertive sentences give information and can be positive or negative. Negative sentences use words such as no, never, not, none, no other, no sooner, nothing, nowhere, etc. Normally, we use a negative sentence to inform someone that what they believe to be true is not so. Look at the examples. I am working on my project, and I can make it negative by adding not. I am not working on my project. So I hope how a declarative or an assertive sentence is made negative or positive, vice versa. Now we can also change a sentence from positive to negative or vice versa. Look at the table and let's try to understand. A declarative sentence, positive and negative, how is it? He is tall, he is not tall. They dance, they do not dance. Now how a sentence is interchanged. He is tall, he is not tall, negative. Is he tall? How tall is he? So how tall he is. So you see, a sentence can be changed into different types. From an exclamatory can be changed into interrogative or declarative. Or declarative can be changed into interrogative or exclamatory. But a sentence from imperative changing into either interrogative, exclamatory is not possible, usually done, but it can be done, but very rarely. So you see, look at the last example, that in all the types it can be done, that is declarative, imperative, interrogative and exclamatory, at the same time positive and negative also. They dance. subject and the verb, they dance. And making it negative, they do not dance, because there is no auxiliary, we have added do and not. Do not dance. They must dance. They must dance. It's an imperative sentence and it's an order, maybe it's a command or it's an advice, whatever it can be, in whatever tone the sentence is said. It can be made into interrogative also. Do they dance? Yes or no answer you will get. And it can be made exclamatory too. How well they dance. So when you say an exclamatory sentence, your tone differs. That's what it makes it exclamatory. And of course, the interrogative sentence ends with a question mark and the exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. I hope it's clear. It's very important to note that question mark for an interrogative sentence and exclamatory mark for an exclamatory sentence is necessary, is a must. I hope transformation of sentences are also clear to you. Now look at the grammar of exclamations. An exclamatory sentence can be written in different ways by using different things. Mostly we use the interrogative word, pronoun, how or what, in order to start the exclamatory sentence. That's okay. Now, along with the how and what should be used? Whether an adverb, whether an adjective, whether a verb phrase, that's what we are going to look at this now. It can be, we can use in an exclamatory sentence, we can use how before adjectives, adverbs, and verb phrases. Now let's see the example. How plus adjective, how lovely. Okay. How plus verb phrase, how I hate crowded trains, crowded trains. Third one, how plus adverb, adverb means ly, adverb plus verb phrase. How beautifully, adverb is beautifully, they sang. How beautifully they sang. So the third type is over. And the fourth one is how plus adjective plus verb phrase. How graceful the bride looks. How graceful is adjective. The bride looks is the verb phrase. So you see, once again, let's see. In an exclamatory sentence, we can use how plus adjective, adverb or verb phrase. How plus adjective, how plus verb phrase, or how plus adverb plus verb phrase, how plus adjective plus verb phrase. It's clear to you, I hope. Second thing is use of so and such in sentences. So plus adjective, it is so magical, exclamatory sentence, and the way you say it makes it exclamatory. So magic, it's so magical. The second one is such plus adjective sometimes or without also plus noun phrase. For example, it's such a beautiful city. Such plus beautiful is adjective, city. City is just noun, there's no phrase. So, it was such fun. There is no adjective over there. It was such fun. Then, they are such bright children. So, such bright children. Bright is adjective, children noun. So, you see, so and such in a sentence also can be used in order to express our feelings, emotions, surprise, etc. I hope the grammar of exclamations is also clear to you. So thus we have come to the end of kinds of sentences. I hope the different kinds of sentences are clear to you. With this we conclude the topic kinds of sentences, and you shall get your exercises followed by, shortly. Both the classes 6th and the 7th, the same topic is given, kinds of sentences, but your exercises will be as per your textbook. This you will be receiving it shortly. Meanwhile, you can do the exercises and cross check when you get your answer key from me. Until we meet again with another topic, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.